Hello everyone and welcome to our new cycle of Against the Storm. I'm going to be trying higher difficulty this time. I'm going to be playing on Veteran and we'll see how difficult that's going to be. Now there have been some updates since I last played, so we'll check them out hopefully. Anyway, how are we starting this game? See, there are some new icons for pipes and wildfire essence. That's cool. But let's jump in with the top loader, guys. I'm not going to think about this too hard. We're just going to see how difficult this game is on a higher difficulty. Hopefully it's not too tough. We are starting next to a watchtower though, so that will lower our hostility gained from going in glades, and that'll be hopefully enough to offset the difficulty. And we're going to pick some newcomers and let's go with some roots again. And let's just jump straight into the game. Okay, what do we got? We got wild growth. That's pretty nice, just more resources for all of our stuff. And I notice we have a lot more nasty hostile forest mysteries. Wow, during the storm, gaining reputation doesn't lower impatience. That could be pretty nasty. But everything else, not that bad. Okay, I'm going to do my standard start of just putting down some paths, making sure people can get everywhere. And let's have a look around the map. We have some dangerous glades kind of all around. Some pretty easy to reach ones as well. Could be nice. Now glades don't increase our hostility because of this lovely watchtower modifier, so I could go straight into some small glades and see what they're all about, so I might do that. Let's pop some woodcutters camps down and start working on that. But I also have new mechanics that I've unlocked, the Blight Rot and the Corruption. I think that has to do with the Ring Punk. We'll explore some of that as we go, and trade routes as well. Lets me trade with other cities. There aren't any at the moment, there's just this first city and the Smouldering City, which is our big main base where the Queen resides. Now I have tweaked some audio settings. I'm hoping that they'll be a little bit better for hearing the game sounds, because I do think the sounds in this game really are, well, very well done. I do like the rain, it's quite relaxing. We have humans, beavers and lizards. I believe one of the new changes is they've changed, well, they've added in porridge, and humans now need to eat porridge. I don't know how you make porridge, I'm assuming from grains or something. I do like the idea of a kiln, we're going to pick that up. And we'll wait to see what my deed is before we pick up any more buildings. What is in my starting area? We have some eggs and we have some stone. There's no harm in just gathering some stone right now, so let's do that. My first cornerstone to pick. Gain 10 jerky for every 10 pie produced. Well, we do want to be making pie, we want to be making lots of flour, because our harpies, beavers and humans all like biscuits. So that seems pretty good, but who actually wants jerky? It's just the harpies. I think that's a safe pick. Let's go for it. Because there is quite a lot of meat in the marshes, and that should be good enough for us making lots of jerky. It's a safe pick, maybe not the best pick, but I think that's fine. I'm going to be playing it a little safe just because I don't know how difficult this is going to be. Could be a little scary. What are our first orders? We have 2 woodcutters camps and deliver 30 wood. That gets us some parts and resin, that's not too interesting. All cut through 3 glades. Workers assigned to glade events can carry 5 more items, that's quite nice. And a boost in building resources at the beginning. Could be useful to get some early housing up if we want to do that. So I'm going to go with that. And then we have... we need to deliver 5 tools or deliver 1 ancient tablet. The ancient tablet gives us a lot of food, and I've done very badly with food, so I'm going to pick that. And rich harvest or trading, well, I'm going to sit on this one for now, because let's see if we find any farms. That would be quite nice. As we're progressing into our first glade. So hopefully we can do it in the drizzle season to give us this wild growth. All our resource nodes getting more charges on them would be very nice. So I think I need to remember to only discover glades during the drizzle season. So, building blueprints, what else can we get? Well, we now see that the cooperage now makes tea. That's interesting. Used for treatment at the bathhouse, the tea doctor, the holy market, and the market. Well, I don't know if I need any of them, do they? No, harpies now need tea or treatment. Harpies and foxes need it, okay. Is that tea though, or is that just a different icon? I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused by that. Well, we'll wait still on our building. I don't think I need to really pick it straight away, so that's fine. Got plenty of time. Our first glade is full of meat. That's very useful actually. Kind of what we needed. Would have been nice to maybe find some fertile ground. But we are getting mushrooms from these trees, and mushrooms could be our source of flour this game. Let's cut down some more trees around our hearth. Make a bit more space. Build a couple of houses. Got enough wood to do so. And maybe a crude workstation. There aren't that many small glades around us, so I do need to be careful about how many glades we open, but as they don't boost hostility, I will try and open as many of the small glades as I can. Progressing nicely. Just have enough hostility now for us to survive the storm. None of our harpies will leave, as they are very prone to do early on in the game. They really don't like, well, anything really. They are very miserable. But one change I do really like is that harpies are now affected by clothing. I always thought it was very odd that harpies were able to, well, were the best tailors in the game. They love to work with cloth, but they hate wearing clothes. That didn't really make any sense to me. I'm glad that's been changed. It does also mean that beavers, harpies and humans now all benefit from clothing. So that is actually going to be a really big one to get. And I think with this combination of people, biscuits, clothing and leisure, going to be very useful to see if we can get those. That's what we'll be aiming for this game. Let's get a nice production of all those things. We gradually progress through the trees as we just cut down everything we can at the moment. No real downside to doing so. Don't want to break into that small blade just yet. Try and get the most out of our wild growth bonuses. What I am going to do is just try and get almost one tree away from as many glades as I can, and then maybe go a bit crazy next year and cut down a lot of, well, cut through to a lot of glades and cut down a lot of trees. Build a nice little road there, and let's start producing some more advanced tools. Start making some bricks, some fabric and some planks in our crude workstation. Another human in there. I think we are happy enough to survive this storm. By 1 hostility. That's a little close. Got a little bit lucky there. Stone cutters are done. Let's move over to the trapper's camp and start picking up some food. Speed ourselves up through this storm. I don't think anything too interesting is going to happen. Halfway through now. Speed it up again. Woodcutters are ready to chop through to some glades, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go into this dangerous glade to the west and this small glade to the south. And let's get ready to do that now. Okay, we're in year 2. Let's see what cornerstone we get. Baptism by fire. Every 3 burnt assists lower hostility by 10. While the hearth is corrupted, you are unable to sacrifice resources. Okay. That's to do with the ring punk stuff that we haven't used at all yet. It's completely new to me. But I have read the tutorial tips. I did do that in advance. And then we have alarm bells. I'm not sure. That seems very complicated. And we have extraction tools. We've seen that one before. We gain some artifacts for every 2 completed dangerous events. You know, I'm going to try the baptism by fire. I do like mechanics that lower hostility. To be fair, we do already have this very powerful watchtower to reduce hostility. Perhaps I didn't need that one. We're going to be bringing in some more people, and that does also raise the hostility of the forest. So let's see if we can cut through to these glades. Let's just make this a little bit narrower so that they do actually cut straight through. And I still haven't picked my third order. What am I thinking? Well, let's see what's in these glades and then we'll pick, as well as my buildings as well. Probably do with some more housing. So let's do that. Let's move this stonecutter's camp out of the way. And speed things up a little bit. Just being a little bit cautious because I know I'm playing on a higher difficulty. But I think this is being negated quite heavily by this watchtower. Come on, lumberjacks. Let's get in these glades. And build my kiln, so I will build it just to the right of the warehouse. And now the kiln will give us some lovely coal. Okay, what have we got? We have lots of meat, a water geyser, which we haven't seen before, and an annoying living matter. But he does have a chest of ancient tablets, which is fantastic. That lets us complete one of our orders. So really we kind of got exactly what we wanted here. That's fantastic. Oh, and we have the villagers move 10% faster. The thing that I massively overvalue. But I do like seeing that perk pop up. So yeah, that went really well. And our small glade, not so much, just a small bit of wheat and some more meat. But that's fine too. Okay, that doesn't really change anything. So let's have a look at our buildings. Druid Heart does make coats, we do want coats, but ale I think is going to be very important. Oh, and this can use the drizzle water, so that is relevant, I think. Let's pick up the brewery. And we have a ranch, which I don't need. I think we have more than enough meat. Herbalist Camp only gathers mushrooms. Or we have a plantation that makes berries and plant fiber. Not sure if I need that. Okay, well, we'll wait again. But let's get this living matter dealt with. Let's pick up my next order. Well, we didn't find any fertile land, so I think we'll go for the trading post. And here we want... Do we want an influx of harpies? Maybe. We haven't found any grain, so I think this one's going to be hard to do. So let's get the influx of harpies, and here we have cut through the forest to discover 2 dangerous or forbidden glades. Oh, that's unfortunate, we kind of just did that. I think I'll pick that anyway. Slightly mistimed, but it's fine. And let's hand in our first order. Yeah, let's get these roads into the new areas we've uncovered. Can I break open this cache? No, I don't have enough stone. We are a bit low on resources though. We've just found tons and tons of meat. Here we can cut through to this small glade as there's no downside to doing so. Move my beavers over there. drizzle water geyser. So it uses the rain from the geyser to power buildings. So this is the new tab that I've unlocked. So this is what the pipes are for. And the kiln, for example, we use rainwater or the storm water to, I think it's boost production, which would be very useful. Anyway, we can turn off making bricks. Oh, they're both making bricks. Let's turn off making bricks. And we can make them more efficiently in the kiln. And I'm always happy to make some jerky. And we will make a lot of coal and a lot of jerky. I don't think I want the plantation at all. I don't really need the ranch. The monastery is good for our beer. And it gives us the green brew. Hostility is increased by 100. Wow, that's quite good. I think I'll pick up the monastery. That seems like just a very, very good one to pick up. And here we have our biscuits and our pies. That is what I wanted to see. We don't have the flour yet, but I'm sure we can get that at a later date. So I'm going to pick up the bakery because we want biscuits and we want pies. We've got some good buildings to work towards now, and they all use the drizzle water, so building this geyser is probably going to be a good idea. Screw it, let's do it. Let's see what it can do. We need to build a trade post, so let's do that. Do it just to the left of our hearth, that's fine. We can always move it if it gets in the way. And another load of meat, because we really needed some more. Just tons of it everywhere apparently in this place. Hopefully we have no vegetarians. Otherwise that would be making things very difficult. Move my woodcutter's camp up and just free up some space around the hearth to get us building. It's looking pretty good. Okay, we have our geyser pump, so it takes people and they just produce water. Okay. And the upgrades we have are automation, a ring punk automaton. Permanently occupy one workplace. It doesn't eat and it doesn't need to rest. Its sole purpose is to work. Automations have no chance of producing double yield. Okay, so you just have a robot basically producing drizzle water constantly. I don't know how useful that is because we can only store 50. Actually, what does this do? Ah, that increases the capacity by 50 and it's another automaton. So those upgrades seem pretty good, and they cost pipes and a wildfire essence to make those automatons, the wildfire essence being used for hearths and various things. Now, I have no money at all. This guy doesn't really have that much that I want, so that's fine. We do want to deliver 10 amber at some point, but I think for now we'll pass. Just roll into the next storm. Okay, here it is, the next storm. We can probably fast forward through this. No, we can't. The harpies are unhappy, as they always are. We need to take out a woodcutter somewhere. Sounds like I was going to assassinate one, I just mean they can go on a little break for now. And we'll have a look actually for where the forbidden glades are. So there's one to our north, one to our southwest-ish, And finally on to the southeast. Okay. And that appears to be it. So I know that in these Forbidden Glades there are big versions of resources. I think we've seen one in the first game I ever did. This is only my second time, I want to say, in the mushroom biome. I was thinking the Mushroom Kingdom, and maybe that's what it is, but hopefully I don't get sued by Nintendo for that. Just mentioning it. Okay, on the next cornerstone, what have we got? Oh, I forgot to check out the trade routes. That could be interesting. Okay, let's do that now. Trade routes. Right. So, you get amber for trading goods, but you need provisions to do so. So, that is what prompted me. This peasant supplies. 3 provisions for every new villager could be useful if I was trading more, but there aren't any cities to trade with, so I think that's going to be very limiting. I don't think any of these others are very good, so we're going to use our 1 reroll and hope for something good. We have more hostility mindset. Now I already have 2 of those, and we're building a monastery, so that seems a bit overkill. Sharp sickles and steel pickaxes also aren't that useful. Oh dear. I think we have found nothing particularly good. Oh well. We'll see what the next glades bring. Now I got another wildfire essence, so I'm going to build one of these automatons. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping they'd have an animation when they actually appear, but it doesn't look like it. I mean, more people is always good. Yeah, let's get some more pipes. And maybe we can start thinking about setting up some more food. Not quite, we don't have enough, well, enough of anything really. We need some flour to do that. How are we doing on buildings? Got no fabric at all. That's because I forgot to tell them to use the leather. We do have a new building. We have a big trapper's camp. I think that is immediately what I'm going to go for, just because there's so much stuff everywhere. And everything else we've kind of already seen. So let's get a big trapper's camp. And that gives us access to these huge leech brood mothers who give a lot of meat and a lot of leather and even some eggs. That looks like a termite mound. That could be worrying. We have a clearance water geyser, and we do have some fertile soil. But it is more meat, more eggs, a big load of mushrooms. Unfortunately, I can't gather them. And this termite, an aggressive parasitic species, able to eat and digest even the hardest of materials. So it destroys all bricks, fabrics, and planks. Oh, that sounds bad. But we can burn it down, which makes all my farms worse, but I don't have any. Or we could tame it. Gives me a -5 to global resolve, but the reward is... oh, you just get insects permanent. Oh, that sounds very good. That is a lot of parts that I have to use to do so. How are my orders? Are they giving parts? They are. They're also giving tools. How many tools? Is it enough tools? It is. If I can complete both of these objectives, it's quite risky. It is quite risky. We could break into this glade and hopefully we can deal with it, but I would still have to get amber to deliver as well, and I don't have any amber, and there's not another trader for a long time, and no ambers as rewards. I don't think that's worth it. Let's use the parts, and we'll send them to tame this termite nest. We got some steel pickaxe, some sharp sickles, or some silent looting to pick from, and this didn't really help me when I decide. Really do with some more stone. So we can break open some of these caches with stone. So maybe I'll pick up the stone here? Maybe? Because there are no herbs, but if I do get a herb garden, that could be useful. Feeling like my plan isn't really working at the moment. I haven't got the buildings I need. But that is a roguelike game. You kind of need to deal with what you've got, rather than try and make a build. More stone would let me build paved roads. I don't think I've really ever built them other than for the occasional mission that required them. You know what? I'm gonna pick it. Let's pick steel pickaxes. Hopefully we'll find some more stone. I'm sure we will. There'll definitely be some around here somewhere. How is my single worker in my kiln? I should probably put some more in. That would be useful. So then we can make some jerky and we can make... maybe we should be using coal to make the jerky. But yeah, jerky goes a long way. It's 6 insects or meat for 10 jerky. I mean, that is just quite a big upgrade. Okay, we have need for religion fulfilled. Well, we do have a monastery, so we can do that. Or trading goods. I don't think we have anything that can make trading goods. Need for religion. I don't know if I can make incense. How is taming the insects going? Quite well. Just a few more seconds left. The good news is people are happy, and my hostility is just not increasing. But the bad news is I haven't really managed to get any advanced goods going for a while now. Because as much as we have an endless supply of meat, you can't really build much out of meat other than jerky. The entire kingdom will be based on jerky. Hey, so we have the termite nest. It gives us 5 insects per minute and decoration, I believe. That's probably about that, next to the warehouse. That is pretty good. Not that we needed more ways to make jerky, but yeah, every tiny bit helps. I guess we could sell the insects if we wanted to. Anyway, let's upgrade the ancient hearth. Well, this one's new. Ah, this is in form of the blight rod. Okay. I think that's once there's enough of the blight rod plants, I will have to start dealing with corruption on the ancient hearth. Let's speed up through the next storm. Do you think this Watchtower modifier has made this a little bit easy? I feel like I should be punished a bit more for what? Well, for not really getting anything started at the beginning. Not getting any complex food going. Perhaps mine. Blueprint picks were a little greedy. Brewery and a monastery are pretty late game. Feels like you get them quite late on. I could be completely wrong, I'm sure better players will know. Maybe rushing a monastery is a completely valid tactic. Because it does seem getting minus 100 hostility is quite powerful. Okay, gonna move some woodcutters camps around. Let's break into some more dangerous glades. Oh, I never put this beaver back. Okay, I don't like this particularly. We have alarm bells, which is again a big old paragraph that I can't quite work out what it means. Over diligent woodworkers is gain 3 barrels for every 10 planks produced. I don't like that. Or deserted caravans. Again, really don't like that. And we don't have any rerolls either. I mean, it's probably going to be... Well, no, it's definitely going to be the barrels. Because they're not bad, at least we can use them to make the ale. We might want to just up the amount of planks that we're making. And let's get some people in as well. We can have some more... Just one of everyone, that's fine. Okay, we have our next trader. He is selling something to lower hostility, which again, I really don't need. We just sell these reeds, sell this oil maybe. Because we just need money. We need 9 amber. I guess we can sell planks. We have quite a lot of wood. There we go. Okay, dangerous glade time. We have a stormwater geyser, stone deposits. That's very useful, I needed some of that. More meat again, and more big eggs. Okay. Excellent. Right. What is the withered tree? The blight rot feeds on the trees of valuable nutrients, making the new cyst much more resilient. And while dealing with it, it spawns 1 blight rot cyst every 120 seconds for every dangerous glade discovered. To deal with it, I need a load of goods that I do not have, and purging fire, which I haven't seen before. Which would be the blight post. Yes, I do remember looking at this building and not knowing why I needed it. So maybe we should build one of these. Oh, good thing I have some parts, otherwise that could have been bad. Okay, we have things to hand in. Bam, bam. That gave us some more stone. And with that stone, how about we crack open some of these crates? And that will give me enough box of crystallized dew to deal with the tree. We just need to make the purging fire, which we are making in the blight post. It's made out of... Well, let's make it out of coal, that seems a bit better. And it seems like the harpies have a proficiency in it. Useful. 10 is probably enough, for now at least. I don't know how bad these cysts are going to be. Oh, there's some machinery in here. I have none of them. Might just start smashing all of it. What does that mean? Specialization bonus forest. For a cache. How does a cache have a specialization bonus? Seems odd. Do I want to go south as well? Maybe this is a bit risky. Could be a little risky. Screw it. Let's go risky. Yes, I've got 2 buildings to pick. Ah, there's my flower. That's what we wanted. And we wanted... kind of wanted a weaver, but don't know. Okay, what does... oh, so you do need tea for treatment. So I guess cosmetics are no longer a thing and they've been replaced with tea. And we have the guild house and we have the tavern. Oh, the tavern now serves leisure and wine or luxury. That does make more sense, because it used to be brawling. I think I'm just going to re-roll this. Harpy house. Don't really have enough fabric for that. We do want incense and goats and oil. So let's pick up the druid hut. And that means we can pick up the religion bonus. And then we can look at our next order. We have provisions and crops. Well, I'm not making any crops. So I guess we're just going to sell stuff. But that was excellent. Those were kind of all the buildings that we... well, at least all of the goods production that we wanted to see was there. So now we can start getting some more of everything that we need. We can start making the flour, we can start making the pies and the biscuits, hopefully. Oh, actually no, I don't think you can make meat biscuits. That would be kind of a bit more like dog food. It might be a little insulting to my villagers. Here we have the Forsaken Crypt. We have, again, just tons of meat. Well, we have no money at all, so I feel like tearing this down, even though it's very mean. Poor spirit. But if I just tear this down right now, there's no downside to it at all. So, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Robbed Dead, but yeah, I kind of want your fragrant roots and your chests of ancient tablets, because they sell for a lot. And we can probably deal with this tree thing now. Hostility's gone down because the Queen's impatience has gone up. Let's deal with the tree now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to add another one of these in because I think I've discovered 3 dangerous glades, so there are going to be 3 cysts every 120 seconds. So there will be... oh no, I think there'll only be 3 cysts, is that right? Because it's every 2 minutes. Yeah, whatever. That order looked complicated. It was tea again, and I still haven't... weirdly, I haven't wrapped my head around tea. We'll have to work that one out a little bit. And we could break open some stuff for some more ancient tablets. Or are there any more wishes that we want? I do have 15 tools, which is enough to send one of these back to the Citadel, and that would also get me some more money. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to send this one back. Oh, I don't have enough tools for that, never mind. So we have now got some blight rod. Where? Oh, there. Oh, that's That stuff looks horrible. But that is what the purging fire is for. And that is also what the baptism by fire is for. I think this consumes 1 purging fire every time. So yeah, we do need to stockpile this a bit. But there we go, we got -10 hostility. Not amazing, but it's enough. Clear around my warehouse a little bit more. Our Glade event done. The Forsaken Crypt and the Withered Tree are both done. What is our next cornerstone? We have tanning racks, which is +2 to leather, or reed production, +2, or the one that I'm quite excited by. Mushroom production increased by 1 every 25 times it's produced. Now, I don't have any way of producing mushrooms at the moment, but I do with the tree cutting. So hopefully it is a 15% chance every tree I get a mushroom. Now that could mean that we get a lot more mushrooms all the time, and that would be great. Somehow I'm out of fuel. I think it's all been taken to make this purging fire. Let's grab some more people, and I'll bring some more coal along with them as well. Now there is just an infinite amount of meat to be picked on this map. I'm half tempted to make another trapper's camp, but maybe we'll stop for now. We do want coats, but we can already make them. We don't really care about planks too much. The press, we already have everything. Skewers, biscuits and pigments, that could be useful. Maybe just really efficient coats is the way to go? I'm not sure. Perhaps we just save for a reroll. I don't think I need to pick just yet what building I need, because we have a lot of buildings we need to build to catch up anyway. Speaking of, let's do exactly that. Now that there is some kind of clearance being done, we can build some flour with the mushrooms. I don't think I need scrolls or packs of building materials, we just need flour. Let's stack it at 40 flour. And sure, we can have some beavers who are making insect pies, I guess? That's weird. But we can connect pipes to this because it uses drizzle water. Let's have a look. Increases production speed by 50%, it's the first one. And then 25% chance for bonus production yields, and then increased production again. Okay, so that's really good. And plus resolve for workers. There's only 2 workers, that doesn't seem that useful, but I mean, do I have enough water to just put this all the way to the top? Oh, they can't produce anything yet because there's no flour. That's fine, we'll get some flour in a second. I guess I could get the drizzle water stuff, but that seems a little unnecessary. It's not the flour production speed is not the issue, it's the amount of mushrooms that I have. But that is just going to gradually, as I play, just get better and better and better with this infinitely stacking fungal guide. Like, we've already got 12 stacks. How are we doing then? Could I perhaps help out in some way? We could break open a chest of food, mushrooms and roots. That would allow me to make some more flour. We can put roots on the production queue there. And let's have a look at this guy. Sother the Ancient. He is selling some useful stuff, but I am more interested in selling today. We're selling all our ancient tablets. Or, yeah, okay. 5 for 32 seems pretty good. That was a weird noise. Sounded like you went rah, 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 rah. Did he just eat? Did he eat like all the ancient tablets? Unfortunately, he doesn't have any blueprints for sale. I was hoping he'd maybe have a interesting blueprint. Oh, sorry, he does have Advanced Rain Collector, but it's that. These geysers seem to produce a lot of rainwater, and now that I kind of know what the rainwater's for, it seems like it's really good and not that useful at the same time. It seems... I mean, I'm very inexperienced with it, obviously, but... it seems like hard to use that much of it, because I'm looking at this and this tank is just full, and this is one of my big production buildings, just producing kind of everything it needs. No mushrooms at all. How about we go north a bit? That seems like a good idea. Okay, go north, cut through all these little glades, because there's no downside to doing so. And let's see what's in this forbidden glade. That would be really exciting, I think. How many idle workers do I have? Not a huge amount. We have enough resources, I think, to build some human houses. Make our humans very happy. And perhaps we could build the monastery. But maybe I should get the druid's hut. How about that? We'll pop that down on the corner there. It's a nice looking building. Don't think I need to produce oil. Incense would be nice, but I don't really have enough. Anything to produce it? Oh, insects can make incense. Insects make incense. That makes sense. It looks like harpies get a bonus for being in the druid's hut. I guess that makes sense. It is all alchemy based. Yeah, we had some unhappy beavers for just a second though, we needed to deal with that. And we found another drizzle water geyser. Aha, and some mushrooms. That's kind of what I was hoping for, actually, because that will help a lot with stacking this fungal guide. And we have some more orders to pick. I'm going to pick the tea here. I don't think I'm going to ever do it. We could make some stone roads. That is doable. I don't have a farm, so builder's tools isn't useful, but I would like more biscuits. Stone roads lets me finish the game, so let's do that. And more harpies is... I need 22 harpies, that's so many. But I guess... sure, whatever. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm gonna crack open this box just because it's in the way. I'm thinking of putting a hearth over here. Although I am quite low on fuel. And our next cornerstone. Oh no. It's over diligent woodworkers again, I think. Because I really don't need this minus hostility. It's really just wanting me to pick alarm bells. But I now understand how the Hearth's corruption works. It's just the blight rot you have. But I'm trying to burn off all the blight rot I have, so I don't want that. Every glade event solved by making a decision marked as empathy lowers hostility by 40. I get minus 40. I mean, that's good, but I really don't need it, do I? I don't think so. Looks like more barrels is more barrels. It looks like actually what I need is more woodworkers. Weirdly enough, what I needed was more woodworkers. But I really could do with going into this monstrous, horrible, forbidden glade and seeing what's inside. My curiosity is very high. I want to know what's in there. Oh, are we just out? But no, I've actually produced more pines than I can eat. I think my population is just quite low. But people are happy, so we seem to be winning. So I'm okay with this. Let's move some stuff around though. Let's go. Oh. Just not enough space to put a hearth down. Eyes. Open up this forbidden glade. Find out why it's forbidden. You know, you don't call it the forbidden glade, not expecting people to find out why it's forbidden. How are we doing on paved stone? We have 88. And there's still a lot of charges there. Yeah, I can probably build... Let's build just a big paved road that goes all the way up to our new potential site for our hearth. Have you not got not a builder? There we go. Come on. I think unfortunately only one woodcutter's camp is in range, so maybe I should make a little bit more space. I can deliver a load of mushrooms now. We have gained quite a lot, and that gives us more coats and more harpies. How do I still have enough space for people? Do I just really not have any people? I guess not. Maybe we should stick another harpy in the druid's hut, because we are producing quite a lot. And actually we probably want a lot of coats, so let's do that. Let's go crazy with harpy production. Actually the druid's hut might be a good one to connect some more rainwater to. Perhaps. Depends how fast we get through these coats. Let's move things up a bit. Hey, this is a really bad idea. I'm about to hit a storm. Do apologise for the tease there, but we'll have to wait another year to find out what is in this glade. And hopefully it's something I can actually harvest. We've got a trader. This is the farming trader. She sells a herbalist camp and the berry plantation. We kind of want berries for biscuits, so I'm going to pick up both of those because that will let us harvest some of the stuff we want as well. And it's not really worth selling that. Do I need to sell anything? I don't really need to sell anything at all, do I? Let's just move on. Move on with our lives. And we can finally get a farm going. That'll be nice. How many bars of things do I have? Can I get more pipes? I'd like more pipes. Still haven't sorted our fuel problem. But we do have a lot of coal. I guess this kiln is pretty efficient at turning wood into coal. And as long as I have all my recipes making coal, it shouldn't matter too much. Let's pop down the monastery. The Ministry for Religion. And move a woodcutter there just in time. There is my hearth being corrupted by one tiny flower which immediately disappeared. I feel like the infinite scaling nature of the baptism by fire, getting minus hostility is really good, but also quite hard to get much out of unless you really go for it. Oh no, my beavers have run out of something that they were enjoying. Coats? Are they out of coats? Are we really out of coats? Okay. So we have to make them happy. Just for a little bit. Grain delivery, that could be useful, but let's see what's in this glade. Really want to know. How can we possibly be out of bricks? Surely that's not possible. We have so much stone. Okay, speaking of stone, I should make some more stone path. I would like very much to hand in this stone path quest. And let's show our monastery full of harpies. That lowers the hostility by 100, and we can start reducing well, we can start using incense, and then we can now make sense to start producing some beer in our brewery. And you can't make mushroom ale, okay. Oh no. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? Pickled goods is useful, we'll keep our beavers happy, and we can use the pickled barrels, I guess. That's a lot of barrels. How much happiness do they get? They get 8, and that is quite a lot. They are pretty miserable at the moment. I will toggle that one off for now, but we are going to get that grain delivery. I think that's best, because that lets us make some stuff that we need. We really need to think about that. Okay, we have... Oh no, it's the drainage mole again. But we do have ancient proto-wheat, which I can't harvest because I don't know if a foragers can. That is very unfortunate. What's this cloth here? It makes coats very, very efficiently. That's useful. Well, we've got stuff here. We can have a little think. Maybe. And I'll just try and work this out a little bit. Sorry about that, step away for a moment. Let's think. We have a cloth here now in the blade, so we don't need to deal with that. Press. All of these are pretty bad. I'm just going to re-roll. We've got a smokehouse, stone, brickyard. Could do with crystallized dew. And cooperage makes barrels. Well, don't have enough. Yeah, I would like the barrels, but I don't have any way of producing the things I need to make barrels. The artisan, that's fine. We can make barrels with that. Okay. We have a plan, we have a game action, we have a giant mole. We will feed the giant mole. That is... oh my god. A -20 to resolve. That's insane. But if I just throw 30 stones at it, it goes away. But that's no fun. We gotta feed the giant mole. I'm gonna feed it 40 tons of insects. Because that gives us a load of artifacts, which we do want. Some clay, some coal, and ale delivery. My viewers are very unhappy about that though. The keys, I mean, kinda cute in a terrifying way. Where's this next forbidden blade? So unfortunately I have 2 of the 3 camps that I think it can be. So you can get a big stalk of grain, which is what we found here, which needs a forager's camp. You can also get a big meat, kind of hunk of meat. That needs the trapper's camp, not the crapper's tramp. Or the herbalist camp is a giant mushroom. I mean, maybe we will find the blueprint for the forager's camp either from the reputation game or perhaps a trader. How have I still not built enough of this road? I don't. But fingers crossed, we will be getting some biscuits soon, as we are producing berries, and the plant fiber is very useful because we do need a constant source of fabric generation. Now I have found a stormwater geyser. So why don't we stop being reserved and silly? Instead, start pumping lots of this rainwater everywhere, all over the place, to make delicious stuff. Or well, delicious blight. And we can burn the blight away and reduce the hostility. Let's get it all the way down to 0. Why is it just giving me harpies? I guess it knows that I have the harpy majority quest, but we still need to make tea somehow. That need for religion is slowly ticking up, but it's only humans who actually have a need for religion. And I only have 7 humans, and wow are they happy about it. Now I would like to reclaim or rebuild this clothier. In fact, I'm going to drop these guys down. We're going to have one place making our incense. We'll have 1 harpy. And then we will be... Oh, I'm out of fabric. Now I have fabric. I found it. It was being hidden. Okay, we can get some humans making some ale. Not, as the case may be. I'm going to make these pickled goods because I now have some pottery. My herbalist camp is now got a gigantic field of mushrooms to gather from. How is that going? We have at times 3 to our +1 mushrooms, so we should have a lot of mushrooms. We have so much jerky. And we have fed the mole, and he gave us all this lovely clay and coal. What kind of him? Right. We want to start digging to the right. Digging, I mean chopping. Let's get a automaton in our... is it storm? Yes, it's storm. I can tell by it being blue. And now I can put that in our kiln. I don't think that's needed. Can I do it in here? The brickyard? Yes, I can. The brickyard can even use storm water to make crystallized dew. Probably want maybe 30 of that. Make bricks here as well, so I no longer need to make them in my kiln. There's something corrupting them? There it is. These little flowers. Yeah, I'm hoping to generate more of these flowers through the corruption system. What is that? Specialization bonus water droplet. That might be the new foxes who have that specialization. I do like the look of this stone road, it looks really nice. There's some houses up here. I don't have beaver house or human house unlocked. Oh, I just realised I have a bunch of harpies with no housing at all. I could build the big shelter. I built one before. Okay, things are happening. We've got a trader. He is selling me the small farm. Well, a bit late for that. We have our grain being delivered. That's fine. We just need to sell some stuff. Let's sell a little bit of meat. I have so many tools, I could sell some of them. Sure. That completes my booming economy. And what trait do we have? We have 50% more production in plantation. Sure. The others aren't great either, I don't think. And I guess we could make a beaver house, but I'd want to make barrels, or do I want to make the tea? Why do you need metal? Oh, I guess for the teacup. I was thinking, what tea uses metal? Oh, you can make tea with mushrooms. Yeah, fine. Let's make a cooperage. I was going to use the artisan, but I'll take this instead. Yeah, we want big loads of coats, and that is a different water type. What's best here? Really not sure. We have stormwater. Let's use it on the crude workstation. And we'll boost it all the way up. So now it makes lots of fabric and lots of planks and lots of pipes. More efficiently at least. And here we have apparently beavers like the cooperage. That's fine. We can make it with whatever we want. We can make barrels. We can make tea. Sure. See what that's like. And let's hand in our reward. I am going to send this large cash off to the citadel. I don't need these goods, as we are getting pretty close to winning this map. I mean, it was quite easy, but I think this was mostly because I have not been gaining hostility for opening these glades. Because even then, like, I didn't really use the Blight Rot minus hostility very well, and we do have minus a whole level from the monastery. We have minus 20 from the baptism by fire. That's not great, but it's not bad either. So I feel like that could infinitely scale. That could be interesting. Do we have the need for treatment available? Oh, we have the foragers camp. I could start foraging this thing. What does it give? Herbs, reeds, oil and amber. It's not that useful actually. Tempted to re-roll to look for a treatment option. I think the only thing I have is a bath though. And it's pretty unlikely I'll just find a bathhouse with rerolls, but I do have a lot of money. Let's go for it. A distillery makes wine, porridge, and barrels. Okay, I want to know, how do you make porridge? Mushrooms, vegetables, herbs, or grain, plus stormwater. Okay. Or drizzle water, or clearance water. And it makes barrels and wine. That seems like a pretty good one. Explorer's Lodge, no. Herb Garden, no. Let's re-roll again. There's the bathhouse, that's what we wanted. Let's pick that up. Put it down right in a lovely place next to the top of my heart. There's the big shelter, just full of harpies apparently. And a nice park. Get another automaton. Got all the different waters in the world. What am I doing on parts? I have one part left. We can maybe just put a work station there. Let's pave over that copper, I'm not going to use it. Everyone's very happy that we are winning. Want more harpies, deliver 20 tea. Building some more tea. Is that in my cooperage? Yeah. Alright, looks like this one is a win, but I will continue playing for a little while, I think. Just because I want to see what is in these big glades. Build another big shelter. I'm just really low on wood in this game. I'm not sure where it's all going. Oh well. Probably don't need to be clearing all of those trees down there. Let's just break into the Forbidden Glade. There we go, we have a victory with win a game under a Watchtower. And we are level 8. We have the Apothecary, which makes tea, incense and biscuits. That sounds pretty good. Smithy to make tools, coats and packs of trade goods. The Forester's Hut to grow resin and crystallized dew from farm fields. The Market, which gives luxury and treatment lots. That's really good. Smuggler's Visit. You can choose one blueprint from all unlocked blueprints. And all trade routes are now faster. Interesting. I am going to continue the settlement for a little while though. I think we pretty cemented that victory. That went very well. Would really like to see the treatment, the tea and the bathhouse in action. Unfortunately that level up we did not unlock the foxes. I was hoping we would be able to see what they're like. But that is not possible. It's a bit of a shame, but it was actually in this Forbidden Glade. It was just mostly this proto-wheat. And in this one we have... that is another... no, that's not a drainage pile, that's a hungry mist worm. It eats all raw and cooked food unless I chase it away or feed it again. The forest is shrouded in a thick miasma, making it possible to see past the trees. Dangerous and Forbidden Glade warnings are disabled. That seems very easy, actually. That's not really much of a downside. Or we can chase it away and it eats all of our food. I don't really want to do that, so let's... That's weird, it requires 30 jerky. I do have tons of jerky, I guess that's why. But we have the Dead Leviathan, which is more meat because we need more of that. We have leather sea marrow jerky because we need more of that. And crystallized dew. I mean, that is very useful. And we also have a leather worker in here, which makes water skins and fabric and luxury goods. Luxury goods. And some of the small things that we don't really need. We have our religion, and our happy majority now. So my happy's are unhappy. Let's remove another woodworker. Should deal with that problem. Can we get some treatment in the bathhouse? So it gives you, for one worker, it gives you villagers lose a resolve slower. And at 3, it gives you global reduction rate is 25% faster. That's quite good. I feel like I could do with another crude workstation. Has picked up the tea yet? Oh, I think it all got delivered in that vent that I had to do. We are producing a lot more of this blight rot. We are burning a lot more of it too. So how many do we burn? I think we burnt 4. Which isn't that many, I guess. It's another minus 10% if I can find it in the perk list. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, we're at minus 40. I think if I'd gone really heavily into that, that would have been good. Reinforced axes sounds useful. We have very little wood. The trader. We could get the forager's camp here. Sure, do that. I don't have any parts to build it. Parts. Can I spare any parts? Can I build any parts somewhere? I don't think so. Anyway, that I think will do for this map. We uncovered 2 of the big resource nodes in the mushroom forest, which is nice, and we did beat our first game on Viceroy, so that's pretty impressive, even though it was quite easy. Let's save and quit. No, that's not what I meant to do at all. 1, 2, move on. There we go. So we have our first city of Ignol. And they've really updated a lot of these icons. They do look quite impressive now. What's wrong? Duncust Forest Woodlands, yeah. We have some deeds to hand in, so we won a game near Watchtower, and we unlocked a pipe ending for completing the game on Veteran. Let's get some upgrades. I do like having these houses, they seem very good. Is there anything here that's kind of very standout? Well, all traders have +1 cornerstone of blueprint for sale. That seems very good. I think I'm just going to pick that up. And then the houses. And yeah. Are there any new upgrades actually? There's factions. Interesting. Daily expeditions, timed orders, training expeditions, caravan choices. There are some interesting upgrades. They're all very small, but they are quite noticeable. Is there anything here that's like... I mean, do you unlock the foxes from here? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Oh no, this is a starting ability. What does that mean? Do I have that unlocked from anyone else? It's a hearth upgrade. Should probably get that. Okay, so there's starting abilities that I seem to be able to unlock. So we have Starting ability for the beavers is it extends available trade offers by 1 in each neighbouring town. That's interesting. Humans reveals the location of a patch of fertile soil. Harpies gain 50 coats. Okay. It's quite good. Where is the lizards? Foxes. You unlock the location of the nearest geyser. Lizards must be further down the tree, I think. I can't remember what I've clicked on and what I haven't. Maybe I already have the lizard one? Doesn't look like it. Maybe they don't have a starting ability. That would be sad. I feel like the lizards get forgotten a bit in this game. I like them. Anyway, that is going to do for today. I think that was a lot of fun, and we will probably go into this cursed woodlands next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.